Good morning, everybody. Today is actually Mother's Day. I'm actually out in the garden about to clean out some garden beds. Got a lot of soil, and I brought my plants outside. My seedlings that were in the shed outside. Let me show you. Okay, this is called hardening off your plants. Okay, this is what this is called. So when you grow your seedlings, when you grow vegetables or plants from seed indoors, they're not used to the natural sunshine. They're not used to the actual wind. They're not used to the outside environment. So what you have to do is called hardening them off. You bring them outdoors for a few hours, let them get used to nature, and then bring them back indoors. And you do that for a couple of days. So I thought that I actually forgot. I should have started hardening off my plants like on Thursday. Just exhausted, just a lot of work, a lot of things going on. And there's a beautiful hummingbird over here. I just love it. Sorry. I just hate when they pass by my ear because they buzz. Put this over my ears just in case she buzzes me. Oh, also, me and my neighbor Marcos have hummingbird nest in our trees out front. So we make sure that they are secured and safe. Anyway, back to hardening off. So when you grow them indoors, when it's almost time to start planting them in the ground, you want to bring them outside for a few hours and then take them back in. Why? Because if you just take them out of their secured, covered environment and just plant them into a big old garden bed, they can go into shock and they can die. So you don't want to do that. Have I done it? Yes. Have they died? Some have, some haven't. So it's best to let your plants get used to the outside environment. Now, this question was brought up a few weeks ago on one of the lives that the New Orleans gardener has, and she asked me to put what that is in the comments, and I did. Now, the New Orleans gardener, fantastic gardener, she does her seedlings outside in little cups. And that's fantastic because you know what? She doesn't have to harden them off. Her seedlings are already in the outside environment and they're used to everything. I grow mine on the inside because I have the space and I have lots of wildlife come around, all kinds of birds. The birds go inside my chicken cage. The birds are not scared of me. I get blue jays, I get yellow jays, I get red jays, I get all kinds of birds, and they would probably come over here and eat the seeds out of the soil. So in order to get the plants to grow, keep them protected, I grow them in my lady shed, and then when it's time to plant, I bring them outside and harden them off. Also, remember, they get babied on the inside. So what I do is I take a little water hose, water, not filtered in the Brita or anything, and I just pour it in the bottom of the container and let them soak that up. You will notice when the first time you harden them off, after a while they may kind of start to wilt and stuff a little bit, and that's going to happen. They're getting used to the environment. Plants are a living species. You will notice not just sunflowers, but all plants kind of turn with the sun. They are a living, breathing species. They're not human, but they can die and they can grow. Okay, so that's just a little bit on hardening off at the beginning of this video here. Now I need to get out here and start cleaning out garden beds. All right, be back with you in a bit. The cabbage bed is now empty. That took me 5 to 7 minutes. I was able actually to pull them all out from the root. If you don't have a wagon, get you a wagon. I'm now going to roll this to the side of the house and throw it in the green bin. I tore up some cabbage leaves and gave some to my chickens. They'll eat it. They'll love it. I forgot to get the video of the garden bed that the greens were in before pulling them. But this is what all my collard greens look like now. I'm about to throw them into the green dumpster. As you can see, they grew seeds, but the birds ate them off. So I do try to save seeds when I can. However, I have so many flying creatures in and out my yard. Sometimes it's hard to get them. I do pay attention. You try to let the pods get hard or dry out on the plant, but as you can see, there's nothing left. So it took me about another 5 to 7 minutes to just pull these out of the garden bed and put them in the wagon, and now I'm throwing them in the green recycle container. Okay, this is the broccoli bed. As you can see, not a lot of pods. Not a lot of pods at all. This one has some pods on it right here, but yeah, the rest of them eaten off by the birds. I gotta pull it out because I gotta get ready to plant all of my tomato plants here in these beds. Let's get to pulling. That took about 2 to 3 minutes to get those broccoli plants off to the dumpster. Here is the cauliflower. I was able to pull most of them. Some of them went to seed. As you can see, these beds are now empty, so it's looking a little bit better out here. But yeah, I'm gonna pull these. I'm probably gonna have to leave the Brussels sprouts in there because my container's getting full. And I have a couple of other things that I need to do. This is one reason why it takes me so long to clean out my garden beds, because out here in California, well, where I live in California, you can't overfill your containers or they will charge you for them because they're going by weight, supposedly. So you can't overfill them. The tops can't be popping up on them or anything like that. So I try to break down everything I put in there, break it, bend it, smash it down in there. So I'm gonna clean out this bed, and then I got to get to my grapes, and I got to get to my sugar snap peas because I pulled all the peas I'm gonna eat off of them. They are just like falling over and ready to get out of this bed, and I'm gonna have to eventually clean out that bed. It's been 80 degrees, and when I'm waking up in the morning, it's been about over 50. So it's just about time for me to plant my loofah because I also have beets in that bed. So I gotta kind of get that out. But today I won't be planting anything. I'm just cleaning out garden beds and kind of preparing them for planting today. So let me get back to these cauliflower plants that need to be pulled out. Okay, this is a grapevine. As you can see, it's about to get crazy. So I'm actually going to step into here and start cutting off vines and minimizing. Because if I don't, it's gonna get crazy like last year. And I actually wanna get some good grapes. I wanna try to get couple of good grape bunches out of this harvest this season. And yeah, so let me get to cutting back on the grapevine some more, you guys. This is what I was able to take off the grapevine. More than half of these just pulled right off because they're new vines. So now what I'm going to do is take this. Let's walk on over to the grapevine, shall we? Okay. I'm going to, this is the only bed I'm really going to work today. I'm going to till it, wet it, and I'm going to put some soil booster in there because it's time. It's time to go ahead and fertilize it real good. I'll probably do it twice a year. Honestly, I rarely water the grapevine. They have deep tap roots, and these roots are probably going all the way down in the ground already. This is year 3 that I've had them, but I do take care of them. As you can see, this is what it looks like. They will grow vines everywhere, everywhere. So the ones that were just easy to pull off, I pulled them off. I even pulled some from back here, as you can see, because I don't want vines everywhere. And then the vines grow more vines, you see? So you probably heard this story from me a million times growing up in South Central LA, which is now just South LA, what they call it, after gentrification. But I was there. I was born in '74. I lived there all through the 80s into 1990, 1991, when my mother moved us when I was in high school over 30 years ago. In fact, 34 years ago, I graduated from high school. My last year and a half of high school, she moved us to the West Covina, La Puente area. I ended up graduating from Nogales High School. You can look it up. Awful yearbook picture. My hair sweated out. It was terrible. Anyway, I'm an adult now. Anyway, so growing up in South Central LA, we had a house that had those thick purple like wine grapes. My mother, as you can see, my mother is not a yard person. She rarely ever watered that yard, and those grapes were the sweetest things in the world. You hear me? So grapevines are actually very resilient. We have a lot of wine country out here that grows grapes. A lot of people say they have a difficult time growing them. My experience with grapes is that once they take root, and it's not like I have a whole orchard and acres full of grapes. Mine have done okay. It even snows out here. Like, it literally snows 2 to 3 times a year. This past year it didn't, which I found very weird. Move, bird. It's a big bird coming at me. Yeah, hang out there. Why are you coming at me? Weird. Anyway, so see, you catch the good and the bad on on my YouTube channel. Anyway, grapevines are very resilient. They have a deep taproot. They grow. You can keep them. Some people replace them every couple of years. I think every 10 to 15 years. If I'm not mistaken, 7 to 10 or 10 to 15 years. We lived in that house forever. That grapevine was there when we moved there. My mother never replaced them, and we had grapes every year. So, I actually thought about getting rid of the grapevine because when they do start growing, they're wild. They're everywhere. But last year, if I just would have cut them back like I did this year, it wouldn't have really been that much of a hassle. Anyway, let me go on to tilling this bed and putting some soil and wetting it down. I'll be back with you in a while. Okay, so I have just got through tilling the grapevine bed, and I have not put the soil in. Let me show you. Yeah. And I'll tell you why. Let me show you. Grubs. And I think that's the mama grub right there. I got her out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Got 13 of them. That one, that big one that's moving, yeah, that must be the mama or something. These are all gonna be chicken food right now. Chicken food. When I pulled that big brown one out, it was hard. And then it starts moving. So yeah, I've been tilling it for a while. They seem to be on one side of the grapevine bed. Like I said, the grapevine roots, they go deep and long. I'm trying to be careful not to disrupt the roots as I'm tilling the bed. If I till a little longer, I'm pretty sure I'll find a little more. So I'm gonna till for another 5 minutes. And if I don't see any more in 5 minutes, I'll be heading those over to the chicken coop and let the chickens have a field day with all that. So what I'm going to do is put some diatomaceous earth in this bed, till it in, and then put some more on top and just let it sit there. The grapevine is fine. As you can see, it's growing, it's doing okay. The grubs want the roots of the plant. So diatomaceous earth it is, and in a week or so, I'm gonna go ahead and put extra soil and water it down. I'm just gonna leave it dry for right now. And it looks like my neighbors are getting apples, you guys. Look. Look at that. Look at that. Oops, sorry. Can't see it, huh? Look at that. Let me get closer. Apples. There it is. Sorry, I went from ugly grubs to apples. Okay, so let me get to it. Finish tilling this, and I think I'm gonna be done. Well, I'm not gonna be done in the garden. I need to go plant some more things in the green stalk, and I'll show you what I've done. with the green stalk. Okay, I'll be back. Looking for grubs in all the right places. Looking for grubs. I tell you, these suckers is going into the chicken coop. Let's see how the chickie poos like them, huh? Chickie poos, I got a surprise for you. Like the surprise? Let's see. Kind of looking like, what the heck is this? They're gonna sit here for a minute. I'm gonna sit down for a minute. Oh, she got one. She got one. And now they coming. They like, what is that? But see, what they gonna do is fight her for that one. And it's a whole bunch in there. So the brown one, she on her way back. She probably down that one. See, they like to play with it. No, go back to the green thing. Go back over there. There you go, mama. Go on, mama. It's a whole bunch over there waiting for you. Yep, she got it. See? See, they gonna fight over that one. No, go. No, great. Don't fight over one. There is a whole bunch in here. Whatever. Anyway, they having a grub fest. I gotta get the diatomaceous earth and put it in that bed. And whatever I didn't catch, I found about 7, 8 more in there. So I'm gonna take diatomaceous earth and mix it. I'm not gonna wet it because diatomaceous earth does not work. DE for short doesn't work when it's wet. So I'm going to till it into that bed, and hopefully that'll kill whatever's left. It'll probably kill some worms, which I don't want it to do, but I definitely don't want the grubs in there. Worms will come back. We need to keep the grubs gone. So yeah, here we go. Just get another grub. There's 3 of you. There's even more now to share. Y'all fighting over one grub. All right, whatever. So the grubs are gone. Not only were the chickens eating them, remember, regular birds fly in and out the chicken cage too. And I saw a couple of them fly away. They go on down there and they get them a grub too and take it to the nest and eat it. So the cycle of life around here, grubs are horrible for your garden, but they're great for the animals. The animals love them. Okay, so I'm done mixing the diatomaceous earth, and I put some on top. When I was mixing it, I did see one grub pop up and was mixed in it and looked like it was dying. So yeah, that's what diatomaceous earth does, but it has to be dry in order to work. And I'm not going to water for a week or so because it's mixed in there. I'm just going to leave it on here. And then I actually have to take an exam next Saturday, and then I'm meeting some friends next Sunday. So maybe I can get out here on Friday and kind of till through it some more. If I find some more living grubs, I'll throw some more diatomaceous earth. And then after next weekend, I'll probably start adding the soil booster and more soil and wetting it down. So yeah. I'm not going to pull up the sugar snap peas, but I am about to bring my hoes over to the green stalk and plant some more thyme and some more strawberries that I got from the nursery yesterday. I also planted some mint because the whole mint row layer, nothing was growing from the seeds, nothing. I'm starting to see a little bit more butterfly peas pop up. I did plant some more. So hopefully by next week we'll see more coming up. And I am starting to see a little bit of basil and cilantro popping up. But yeah, I see some empty containers, and I'm about to plop some seedlings in there. So I'll show you in a minute once I'm done. Bye. Okay, so I'm sitting here at the green stalk. Let me show you what I got going on. Okay, first I planted chocolate mint. This was yesterday I did this. Peppermint, and spearmint. Okay, So the mint was the only row that wasn't growing anything. And I really wanted to grow mint so that I can make my teas and not have to worry about them being in the yard and spreading out. I still have my cat mint over there. Right there, that's my cat mint. At first I thought it had died out and then it grew back. It hasn't been watered in a while. Of course we did have a lot of rain, but it grew back on its own. And it needs to be cut back, but the bees love that cat mint over there. And the bird, I see a bird. See a bird right there. Looks like a yellow jay. They love the cat mint. So I leave the cat mint alone. It's doing its thing. That big old bush over there, that's asparagus that it should have been cut back in March. It's now May, but don't worry, it'll get cut back. So back to the green stalk. So then I saw some spaces where maybe one plant grew in it, but not others. So I took that soil out down there and I planted more strawberries. I got Camarosa and Sequoia. So I planted 2 here. I think that's Sequoias. 2 here. No, this is a Sequoia. 2 here. I can't remember if this is Camarosa or Sequoia. Either way. So far we got 6 plants here. And 2 plants here. I have, let me show you. I have 4 Sequoia plants left. So I also planted some thyme. I got cilantro growing right there. This is orange thyme. It is good for stews and marinades and things like that, and it smells so good. But this is orange thyme. I'm seeing an area or 2 down here. Oh no, I see something growing right there. Let me keep turning. Yeah, no thyme's growing right here. So I see a couple of empty ones. It looks like I'm gonna plant some more strawberries. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Ooh, let me show you. I got those other 4 Sequoia strawberry plants planted down here. Okay, so I got oregano, dill, orange thyme, strawberries, mint, and butterfly peas. What else do I have? Cilantro. I got some cilantro. Got some cilantro and oregano. Cilantro and oregano growing. This is my herb rack. Really, I have strawberry plants in here because I love strawberries, but I'm really trying to get the herbs going and trying to get into my herbs so I can make teas and stuff. So I plan on getting another one of these green stalks. I was watching A Gardener's Journey. I love her. If you haven't seen her, she's really good. They have a high tunnel. They have an in-ground garden, and she has 3 green stalks. And I have put out a video, you know, showing my green stalk. And then she puts out videos way regularly than I do, so you should check her out. And she has 3 green stalks, and they're doing quite well. She got hers way before she got mine. Well, she just got another one, and she was saying she's gonna either clean out, I forget, she's gonna clean out one of the green stalks and put out strawberries, or get another one to put out strawberries. And I left a comment saying that I totally agree with her. I am about to buy, probably in the next few months, about 2 more of these green stalks, and one of them I'm going to fill completely just with strawberries. I've decided, I do have a strawberry patch over, let me show you, over there, that strawberry patch right there, the silver thing right there. The strawberries are growing, but between the lizards and the slugs, you don't get as many good strawberries, and some of them grow, well, nothing grows perfectly anyway, but half of my strawberries are growing all catawonky and crazy and stuff, and I have to check them every day, and if they don't look good, I cut them out and I throw them inside this container that I just use for scrap waste or whatever, because if I'm not going to eat them, I'm not going to feed them to my chickens. but slugs crawl in there and everything. And the strawberries that I'm getting off of my green stalk, not saying that pests and anything can't crawl up your green stalk at night. They're coming out a lot better. The strawberries aren't laying on the soil. They're laying outside of the green stalk. I check it every day. They're just doing so much better. So if you haven't watched her, I think it's called the Gardener's Journey or Gardening Journey or something like that. I will find the right name of her channel and put it in the video. But I totally agree with her. And if I could find the video, I'll probably also share it on my channel. I really like her. I like her and her channel. She's very down to earth, very real. I like real people. I just love her. But I haven't been able to watch a lot of YouTube channels lately because I've just been so busy. So I'm getting back into the garden and everything like I should. Not that I haven't been out here, but today is the first day in many months that I've really gotten to really work in the garden real good since planting my fall garden, pulling stuff out and everything. And I'm happy that I did. Another thing I'm gonna say, I'm happy that I just decided on a whim to go and cut down the grapevines, minimize them. And then I decided, because I wasn't really going to be tilling in the garden beds today, I said, let me go ahead and till this garden bed. Found all those grubs. Just instinct. Just instinct for me to just go in there and do it. And I'm happy I did. And now I'm going to be really watching that garden bed along with my other ones and tilling those and seeing if there are grubs in there, because grubs are going to come, grubs are going to go. That's what's going to happen. I was able to give those grubs to my chickens and the birds that fly around, and they were very happy. My plants that I'm hardening off are actually looking really good out here, but I'm going to be a good girl. I'm about to take them back into the shed and water there some more, and then probably take them out tomorrow morning before logging into work, and then, you know, watering them and bringing them back and forth. I thought maybe I should just take a chance and leave them out overnight. No, I'm not going to do that. I want the seedlings to survive, and I want to be able to plant them. So I'm going to put them back in the shed and put them on the seedling shelf and let them do what they're going to do. But they look really, really happy out here. Something else is I want to thank all my subscribers. I meant to do this like 2 months ago, but I am over 600 subscribers. It's a marathon, not a race. There's a lot of people that started off as me and they have thousands of subscribers and they're still hanging strong, and I'm proud of them, and they're still my friends on YouTube, so they know steady is the course for me. So I have over 600 subscribers, so whew, I'm happy that people don't think I'm as boring as I think I am, and they're watching me, and I thank you for that. I'm just appreciative and grateful. It really humbles me to see that people actually appreciate the content that I put out, because to me it's kind of boring. You guys may have seen me on a couple of lives. I had a couple of interviews on some YouTube channels, African Dreamin' and The Chat on a Saturday. Thanks to Nikki and Bougie and Hands in the Dirt. Those are my peeps. They scheduled me in on one Saturday in February and let me talk about my channel and just let me chat. I love to talk, but I'm also more of an introvert. A lot of people say to me when I tell them I'm an introvert, Precious, you're not shy. An introvert doesn't mean you're shy. An introvert means that you're okay being by yourself. Like, I could literally be by myself in the house all day and I'm okay. There are some days I need to go out where I just kind of want to be out in nature today, but most of the time I'm okay just being by myself. And I won't talk to my friends for months and they're like, how are you? And I'm like, I'm okay. Also, I was dealing with some panic attacks, like I said before, and generalized anxiety disorder. This year, it started probably end of 2022, beginning of 2023, and I didn't realize it. Sometimes we, as human beings, think that we can handle stuff, and we're doing it in toxic ways. Not that I was yelling at anybody, but I was really taking it all in, having panic attacks, having a lot of anxiety. Blood pressure was running high, not sleeping, not eating. And as an introvert, it just kind of made me withdraw from the world a little bit more. And I'm trying to get back out there and do more. So me being in the garden today, sorry, I'm looking at this bug on my umbrella, and I get sidetracked too. So me being in the garden today was a fabulous thing for me, to be out here and to be in my garden and just meditate and concentrate on other things besides any problems that I may be having at work. Basically at work. Like I said, I got a new job and I'm a lot happier there. So yeah, today was a very good day for me. I'm seeing some things that I need to, well, there's always been things I want to change in the garden. Your garden is always, should always be, you should always be at work at the garden. You should always be making changes in the garden. And trying to improve things. I see a lot of things that I still have to clean out, but again, it takes time because I only have so much room in my dumpsters to clean things out, and then I have to stop and wait for the dumpsters to be emptied on Wednesday, and then start again the next weekend. So today was actually a productive day. I cleaned out the cabbage bed, the collard greens bed, the broccoli bed, cauliflower bed. I got the grapevine bed cleaned out and got grubs, unfortunately, but at least I was able to handle it, get cleaned out. I got seedlings that I bought yesterday planted. And one more thing, I keep saying one more thing, but one more thing, the name of the game now is don't waste. I tend to buy seedlings. As you guys saw when I planted my blueberries and golden raspberries, they have been sitting there for months. I had 2 bare root trees sitting there for months. Thank goodness they're okay, but this stuff cost money. It cost money, and I hate wasting things. I wasn't able to get out and do things. I had this green stalk sitting in my patio in a box for months, and I literally mean, I'm probably like 6 months. I had this green stalk sitting there. And that is a waste. It's a waste of resources, and it's a waste of money. And the name of the game is no more waste. So I really have it in my head that once I get the other 2, I'm giving 2 more green stalks, I'm pulling out those strawberries out of that bed. I'm probably going to try to save some of those plants and plant them in the green stock. And the ones that are no good, I'm going to throw them in there with the chickens and let the chickens eat them. And growing more herbs, growing more things that I can make for teas and things of that nature. And here I have a lot of thyme, oregano, cilantro, basil. I have peppermint in here that I can make from teas, and the butterfly leaves, but I want to have another green stalk that's full of herbs that I can just make teas out of, and one green stalk just full of strawberries, because I want to be able to make my own strawberry jams and preserves and put it in my oatmeals and make things. And the amount of strawberries that I have growing in the strawberry patch, half of them again get eaten by lizards because I see bites, or slugs, or whatever else is coming in the yard. Whereas the green stalk is out in the open, the strawberries are hanging, they're getting sun, I can turn it around if I need to. And I'm picking right now 3 to 4 strawberries a day on the green stalk. And if I have bigger plants and a lot more plants, then I can probably get enough to make at least a couple of jars of strawberry preserve. So I think that's all I wanted to talk about today. So we got some stuff done in the garden, got some stuff done in the green stalk, filled up the recycler bin, and I'm about to put the seedlings back into their place, and that is it. I don't think I'll be back on the camera today. Just got to do a little bit cleanup and then go watch my spiritual meeting, my Kingdom Home meeting, and that's it. No, that's not it. Please watch Miss T Nog today at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is the New Orleans Gardener. She comes on Sundays and Tuesday evenings, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which I think is 7 o'clock her time. She always has good, informative information. Please watch her. I love her so much. She is our elder, and as much as we think we know, she knows more, and she has the patience to research and bring you knowledge. Okay? So, as I always say, please find peace within yourself. Please be peaceable with everyone around you, because there's a lot of crazy people out there. Keep it peaceful. I love you all. Have a fantastic Sunday/Mother's Day if you're going to be out celebrating your mom today. I love you all. Bye.